All right, the high pull exercise. So before you get comfortable with a snatch in an overhead position, you can start working on just the explosive pull into just before what would be the turnover and the overhead position for the snatch. So the high pull, and anytime you're doing a clean pull or a snatch pull, you're going to be ending somewhere around kind of that chest area. Whereas normally, when you would be doing a snatch, or when you'd normally be doing a snatch, you'd end up overhead. And when you'd normally do a clean, you'd end up here, right? And in a pull, you're just going to go there, right? So you're not actually going to do the turnover and land. You're not going to do the turnover and land. You're just going to go just the pull, right? So for a snatch pull, it's good to start out here when you're not familiar with the position. And what you'll do is you'll lower down, starting with the knees, starting with the hips, and you'll just pull using your hips to aggressively push the weight forward. All right, so I'm pulling the barbell on my hips. I'm aggressively pushing the barbell forward with my hips, and as I do that, I am doing a pull with my shoulders, right? Now it's important that you're not using a lot of your arms and your shoulders, you're using more of your hips. The shoulder movement is kind of secondary, because otherwise you're just going to be muscling it, right? So, we bring it to a standing position. We make sure that our hands are wide enough so that the barbell is right on our hips. We push the hips back, the knees bend a little. I stay really over the bar, right? Now, I push my hips forward, and as I do, I'm raising my arms and shrugging my shoulders. Here, boom. Here, boom. And when I do a 3-position high pull, or a separate position high pull, so I did the hips just now. When I'm doing a knee high pull, all I do is I simply lower the weight down to my knees, then I pull it up, do the high pull. Same thing down to the floor, I pull it up, high pull, right? The only movement that needs to be fast is that final movement, that from the hip drive. The deadlift part from the floor or from my knees doesn't need to be fast, and that's the high pull.